Well, today we are starting a new series of lessons, and I'll show you how to introduce, how to add different kind of files into our projects from different sources like Google Earth KML file, AutoCAD file, and how to deal with Excel, XLS files uh, into QGis, how to merge it into our project, and how to produce more um, target to compliance uh, purposes projects, and how to deal with small assets within industrial area. So firstly, I'll show you how to add into our project a KML file. So from starting from scratch, a new project, I'll add our background. This time I'll work with a Bing map. It is here. And to work with a KML file is pretty straightforward. Just select it from whatever folder it is, and you can just drag it to your layer panel. The QGIS will ask you how to add it. Just go and add the layers. You don't need to select the layers. And it's here. Let's zoom where it is. It is here. In this file, we have the just the boundary of the site. So this only one the feature within it, and to work with it, edit or whatever, you just need to export it as a shapefile. So export, save feature as, select a folder to do it. So here, let's say, deselect all of this, you will not need probably, and check here the geometry. You can keep it automatic, and in this case it will generate area, so a polygon, but you can select here the correct one, the polygon or the line string, to have only the line. So I'll keep it automatic and add the saved file to maps checked. Okay, it is here our shapefile. Okay, we can do whatever we wanna, change the symbology normally, add some labels, some attribute fields into it, attribute tables, and do whatever we want. We are not working with this today. Now I'll show you how to add a raster image to your project. Let's say you have your development is sent to you lots of information only in PDF, like this example here. I have this project, this area, and I have all the assets drawn in our project in our PDF. So I want to see over the image all of this. So let's go through a georeferencing process. First of all, we need to, I prefer, and I will recommend you to export this as an image. Okay, it is exported already, it's here as an image. And just to be clear, this area is real, of course, but is a abandoned industry, and it's not in Europe. So all the assets and whatever is drawn are not real. It's just for the example purposes. So it's not a real project. It's just for the examples. So let's add the image to this project. We are going to layer, georeferencer, this window will open the georeferencing tool. You go to this icon to add the raster image, select it from your whatever folder you saved it, open, and now you have your image right here. Okay, the first way I'll show you how to work with the georeferencer. You have lots of ways. For this case, we have the coordinates well uh, done, well noted here. We can see clearly. So the first thing, you will see your mouse have now a cross shape, and you only need to start the process to select a crossing between the grid with where you can see the coordinates. So I can just click here, and now we are going to type these coordinates x and y. Here you see the point moved in relation to the point where we just dropped the point, but it's just a rendering problem. For the system, the point is correctly where it should be. So let's click here, x, so the x coordinates 362, 900, and y 762, 700. Okay, done. The point is added here in this control table. So ground control point tables, and let's select at least more 2. So let's select this one and do the same process. So x here 363, 700, and the y is 7626, 700. I almost forgot to tell you, in this process you need to select the correct projection of this source. Okay, the correct one. So I know the correct projection, and you need to know yours. Usually you will have this information in the notes of your source or whatever another place you can find this information. Okay, it's vital. Otherwise this will not work, will be completely different the way to do. So okay, and I'll select now third point right here. So x 363, 700 and 762, 900, and okay. As you can see here, we have already 3 points, and here is very important you to know. These will say you how precise and accurate your georeferencing is. So is less than 1 pixel the error. Is an error of procedure. As you can see, this point might be more here, but it's not a huge problem for these purposes. Okay, so we can just need 3 points for this case, more than enough. We just click here, this window will pop up. Just ensure your target it will be the same of the projection you were using for this original source, and select where you wanna save your georeferenced raster. Nothing more matters for this example. This transformation type, keep it linear for this example as well in your work, and in the future we might go through these other situations, but for now keep linear and okay, and click again and wait to run. As it is done, you will see it's right over where it should be. Okay, that's just, as you can see from our KML, it is exactly where it should be. Okay, so we can now run any assessment we need to do in this image in relation to the satellite imagery. We can vectorize all these assets or whatever we want, and even we just can set a higher transparency just to assess better what we have. So we have the assets going through here over the image. Okay, this is one way to georeference this image you have. I'll show you now other way, assuming now we in this image we wouldn't have the coordinates, the grid, or we couldn't know the projection, whatever. Okay, so I'll start again. Let's say now I'll turn this off. Let's say now we don't know anything, but we know that project is over here. So we can do this again. Let's say I can identify some features in this area where I can also note in this image. So let's say this building here, I can see it draw here, and assuming it's quite precise, I can just click here, this corner, and now I will not type the coordinate. I will ask the program to pick the coordinates from the image, from the map canvas. So I'll try to pick it from here, remembering we need to pick it from the ground, okay, the best you can. So you can see the coordinates right now here. Okay, let's say I can see and try to distribute the best you can these points. So let's say this line and this line will be around here from canvas, from this building here. I think it is this one. Let's see. Yeah, let's see the image there around here. Okay, on a third point, let's keep this building here. Yeah, we can see it here, and add this point from canvas. Okay, and we might be able to see this corner here. Let's see, this corner might be around here, this line here. Okay, well, again, as you can see, a slight difference from the previous method. You can see the residual pixel, the accuracy is kind of worse. It's natural because we don't have a good reference to do that. Let's try to do it and assume we already have at least this side boundary, and let's follow on here. Let's add more points and try to make this process better. So I'll go to this point here, pick from canvas, it is here. I'll turn on the magnet to go right over here, and let's say this corner down here, and pick from canvas, and let's say this one here. Oh good. Let's see. You can see now some points got their precision worse, so I can just turn off and see if increases the other ones. So let's take this off as well. Well, the others get better. So I'll take out this, and I will use these ones I have, okay, and do the same process. For yeah, and again, for these purposes we are doing right now, just for illustrative purposes, this way we are doing this georeferencing is okay, but is not suitable for more technical and deeper study. Okay, so now we have here our image well georeferenced as well, not based on the coordinates, but as you can see we have a slight difference between the real to the image. That's because we had a slightly poor control points from only the image, but again depending on the purpose it will work well enough. Okay, so let's save this project and finish this georeferencing. We just did it. Okay, well, I hope this was enough to go through the georeferencing in the most basic way I could explain.